Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we are on Atzari's account. He's in server 540 something and he's ranked around top 34 for his season resonance level, just to give you an idea of where his account is standing in his server. In today's video we're going to be using his arena attacks, going over his arena defense, his replays, and even Supreme Arena. We'll take a look at his defenses, if there's any other recommendations I have, and then also look maybe at some of his replays. And at the end I need to remember to check out his hero wish list and make sure it is like optimal for beginning to work on Paragon heroes, because he's getting pretty close to 25 Supreme Plus heroes. Okay, let's begin by looking at his arena defense. Alright guys, so taking a look at his arena defense, first of all, he's top 5 champion right now, which is quite impressive. And this is the defense he's running. It is an Iron stall team with Arden, so there is some damage and like kill potential as well. And it is a defense which he was struggling to clear when he was using his arena attacks a lot, and then he tried to put the same defense up as well. However, there is a pretty reliable way to clear this, and we did some testing because he's in my Discord, and we attacked into like another person who has his defense, and basically it's Thorin, Haywin, so Thorin here, Haywin here, Shakir on the side, and then Coco in the back with Enlightening Spell and OD. And the thing is, you're going to be really tanky in the front with Shakir and Thorin. Haywin also will probably get the benefit of that damage reduction from Lupine's Aura and the Soul Pack, so Haywin's probably not going to die. You have Coco in the back with Enlightening Spell so that she will be able to get off her ultimate for the damage reduction to keep your team alive for longer, and OD is just going to be killing things from the back. Usually Iron is going to loop him up into the team, and then he's going to begin targeting Iron first, who runs over here, and going to kill Iron pretty soon after the battle starts. So that is basically a really safe way to clear this team, and then there isn't much potential for this team to win. So maybe there are different versions we can run. The problem is he doesn't have SCARLITA, who is like a defense monster. And so I don't know what thing he could be running which is better. Like for example, he could run the standard damage team with Iron nuke team, and try to have more kill threat to kill maybe the OD in the back, especially the AoE damage from Arden and Carolina can allow you to kill the OD. So he could maybe try something like this, but I think even the team he's running, if it is managing to hold his ranking in top 5, this is great as well. So I'll leave it there for right now, but that's just my opinion on that. We'll do our attacks later. Let's take a look at his Supreme Arena defenses. So he's in the top 50. Yeah, I think he told me sometimes he can sneak into the top 20 if he's able to use his attacks, which is great. Top 20 is where you get the maximum rewards like arena coins, twilight essences. Okay, very interesting. He has this first team with Coco in the back and kind of like a stall team and kill threat from OD. I still feel like I don't like Coco in the back anymore, because if someone brings a Vala, I don't think the Haywin heals are enough, and the Vala is going to kill the Coco and already make it 5v4 and then try to clean up from that point on. So I think I would rechange this defense to the defense kind of like what I'm running. Running the Vala team here with Corrin. 3 Graveborns. Yeah, definitely I like double threat Sylvina plus Vala. That puts a lot of kill pressure onto the opponent, and it can allow them to get their first initial kill and then make your Vala 5v4 and then begin working around killing the enemy from that point on. One problem here is Vala's probably going to target a hero on this side and Sylvina's going to be jumping on this side, so they're not like lined up to focus the same target. So maybe we can change something there. And then for his final defense, he's going for kind of like a stall type team with Arden, Iron, which is not bad, definitely not bad. But let's see, are there any other heroes, key heroes you want to be running? Maybe on Tundra in like a Mauler type team. You have the Rowan as well, which could potentially be loot. I think probably I would like Rowan here more than the Smoky, because Rowan works better for energy generation for Granny, Iron, Arden, and also the burst of healing, especially for Granny or your tank Iron. So I think Rowan would be better in this team. Either way, let's take a look at your first defense. I think we're gonna swap Thorin. And how can we do this? I want to do your full Mauler team, and this is a kind of like a team that I've been running recently. Is working out pretty well for me, and it's on. I have Brutus in the back, but your Brutus is kind of like not. It's only legendary. I think maybe with Antandra would be better. Antandra can also jump around, I think, in the fight. She has an ability to jump to guarding the frontmost ally, and then grants herself and the shielded ally, and with her ultimate reduces incoming damage. Rushes next to the guarded ally to grant them damage reduction. So that's what I mean. So I would try this team and see how this one works. For the second team lineup, you can even use Rainier here. Rainier can be pretty effective. The question is, where do you want to run everyone? I think Carolina should be in your crowd control team. But I really want to bring Thorin in this team. Or we can bring... Okay, we'll do Granny, Iron in your crowd control team lineup. And use your crowd control on Raging Jewel. Crowd control is always pretty good in Raging Jewel. This is a defense I'm currently running. Oh, not Thorin. Granny. We can do Iron, Carolina, Arden. And then we can use Rowan here. We could use even Rainier, to be honest. But then people will just not position on this side, which is the problem. Like, if you have Rainier on defense, people are not going to give you the free Rainier swap. I'm thinking even Haywin. And then Iron can still run up and be annoying. I think, yeah, try this team. It has a lot of wilders. It has a sustain, and it has crowd control to lock down the enemies, and also deal the high value damage to stack up your raid stacks. So I think that can be pretty good. And then for the final team, we can go for like a stall type team here with Vala. I like Vala and stall because you're really well protected with your team, and then Vala can just kill things from the back. Could even go for Rainier. Could go for Rainier to position swap, but we don't want to really position swap the Ludovic. We could just go for Sylvina here, having double threat. Yeah, I think this can be pretty good. We would probably want Sylvina to be soul impacted by the Thorin. Then have the Ludovic here, you have crowd control. With this one, I'm thinking maybe, okay, for the first team, I think we'll go for the evocation spell, because you don't need anything on the back line, and this gives you shields from the beginning of the fight. For this team, it could be quick blade spell, it could be confining spell. If you want to put Haywin in the back, it could be cascade spell. You can even go for Rowan here rather than the Haywin, because he's more likely to cast his ultimate faster than the Haywin. But I think I would try Haywin here first. So we'll try Haywin here. And then for the final team, yeah, it's kind of like a stall type team. You have Damien here. Could we put Damien in this team? Damien in this team. Yeah, we could put Damien in this team, Haywin in this team. I guess we could do that. Damien is here, and Haywin is here. Now Haywin is pretty safe. If they have a Vala, it's gonna mark the Ludovic. But Haywin can be Rainier swapped, which is the problem. You could just try to fully protect her with something like this, but then Sylvina becomes pretty weak. I think it's better to soul pack the Sylvina and have her jump and run a team like this. So this is how I think I would change your Supreme Arena defenses. Yeah, and you can let me know how they work. You can use those same teams on offense and try them out. Okay, let's now finally begin attacking other people. We'll try to attack... I'm not going to try to attack the rank 1. Okay guys, we have a rank 4 player. We have a rank 8 player as well. Let's take a look at the rank 4 player right now. Okay, so he's running the Arden stall team. And this is the team I was mentioning, which does really well into this Arden Iron stall team, because you have the, like, you have a lot of healing. The only damage threat on the enemy is Iron minorly and Arden, and of course Thorin. But if you have a solid front line, Thorin will not get to your back line. And because you have the factional advantage by having the Maulers in here, the Arden is not able to clear them. So let's take a look at this fight. It should be pretty safe for us. I mean, he has maybe a bit of a better positioning because his Iron is in the back, so Odie can get an easy kill on the Iron right at the beginning of the match. Shakir is already getting taken down a little bit low. He manages to cast his ultimate. We need the Coco ultimate here. We need the Haywin ultimate. Get the Coco ultimate. Yeah, so as you can tell, the damage from Arden is not enough. And Odie is able to be safe in the back, consistently just get off his damage. It isn't optimal because you don't want Odie hitting the Thorin. That's the scariest thing because it ramps up his damage reflect and it can just wipe out your front line. But Shakir is very difficult to kill. Like, look at that. The damage reflect of Thorin hardly did anything. Odie is locked on the Iron right now. And it's just a matter of time before Iron is going to go down, and then it's 5v4. The team is entirely grouped up, which is a little bit scary, but with Coco continuously cycling her ultimate, the shielding, and then the healing from Haywin, it should be a clear here. But the enemy Thorin definitely is scary here, because look at this. This is going to be a massive damage reflect, and Coco's ultimate is going to wear off, and there's going to be that's going to be converted into true damage. But the shielding keeps him alive. So Mythic Plus on Coco is really important for this team. Even for Shakir, you saw he almost didn't even ultimate in time before he died. So his Mythic Plus is important because it allows him to cast his ultimate faster and also stay in wolf form for longer. And even then, after all of this, the Thorin is still like really scary to deal with. And yeah, like okay, Haywin is down, Coco is down. From this point, I think we're gonna win, but it's still really close. Odie is right in the face of the Thorin, which is not good. Yeah, so we're gonna win. The reason why this is not as safe or as as confident of a win as the other team is when the Iron is up on the side on the right, he runs down and Odie is able to kill him first. Here Iron was in the back. And so this also, like, I mean, if you're going to be running these type of defenses, stall type defenses, it's better to have your Iron in the back behind the Thorin so he's not easily killed. So let's take a look at another team and see what we can bring out. So we can't attack Miss Sunshine because that's his fiance. We'll try to attack Tay. Rank 11. Okay, same Ardent type team. Now this is going to be a lot easier to kill. You're going to see what happens here. We'll run the same team because now Odie will begin hitting the Iron first because of this lineup. Thorin will come around the side, which should be fine. And I'm thinking maybe even if we put Odie all the way over here, I think he doesn't even get dragged in by the Iron ultimate. He still might do. If we position like this, he won't. I'll try this positioning just to test it out. Odie should be fine on the left. He shouldn't get dragged in. Yeah, the opponent, they just want to drag over here. And Iron is going to be the first target from Odie, and let's see if that can do any better. So it's a bit of an awkward positioning. We need to get the Coco ultimate before the Thorin damage reflect goes off. And we barely get it in time, but that was such a close call because without that damage reduction, it's very difficult. And now Iron is going to go down right at the beginning of the fight from Odie. Shakir is going to ultimate. Again, the positioning is kind of awkward, but as long as Coco and Haywin are alive, that's all you need. And actually, Shakir is buffing up the entire 4 heroes on our team with the damage reduction. And we have the Coco ultimate and Haywin ultimate. Then nothing is going to be able to be killed here. Definitely not by the Arden. So this is going to show you, like, this is a very commonly used defense with Arden Iron Nuke. But then if you're running this, try to put your Iron in the back because then it isn't easily cleared by this offense that we're running with Shakir and Odie. Because if Odie locks onto your Thorin first, that's how that defense can win. Because then Thorin's getting massive damage reflect value, the whole backline is safe. But if your Iron runs up first or runs closer to the Odie and you get the initial kill onto Odie, it becomes a really safe clear, as you can tell here. Okay, so we've used this team quite a lot. Now we're going to try Sylvina, Vala combos because those are also really fun to use on offense and also pretty strong. So we need to take a look. We have a rank 6 player. Let's take a look. Okay, so they have a similar type. So definitely we could bring out the same team, exact same team, because Iron is in a position that Odie is going to deal with Iron with no problem. And with our all backline positioning here, Iron is going to ultimate only these 4 and leave the Odie in the position here. If Odie were here, I think he would also get hit, but here he is safe. So I'm not going to attack into this team because this is the team you would want to be running. And really, like Vala, I mean, you could also do Vala Sylvina here and kill the Haywin really quickly, but when there's a Thorin stall team, with running Vala Sylvina is really risky. Because you can kill enemies, but then Thorin might damage reflect and kill both the Vala and Sylvina. But should we still try it just for fun? Okay, so what I'm thinking is actually go for a triple threat team here. We'll have the Vala, we'll have the Sylvina. Sylvina will have to be in this position.
Your command.
So Haywin will be going down really quick at the beginning of the fight. Vala is soul pacted and protected. We can have I guess we can have the enlightening spell on Sylvina. Could even go for confining spell, to be honest. I think I'm gonna go for Confining Spell for more value. And then finally, who will be our final hero? It needs to be some form of healing, and I think it'll be Ludovic, because then we have the Graveborn factional synergy. Yeah, let's check it out. We have a lot of damage threat with this, but the opponent Thorin could be wiping out our... We need the Vala and Sylvina not to die from Thorin damage reflect, and I think Thorin's gonna run up, and so my backline, or my Sylvina and Vala should be safe after killing the Haywin, because my Thorin is just gonna be tanking his Thorin. Oh, unlucky. We need the kill. We barely got the kill in time. That is crucial. You don't want Haywin ultimating, because then she has her damage reduction for the duration of her ultimate. She has this heal burst, and you're not able to kill from that point. And Odie, as you can tell, Odie does die from the Arden and the Damien. So if you don't have like healing like Haywin from the previous team we used, that is a problem. And Sylvina now gets stuck, because you would think that Sylvina can just run around this side here, but they can't. And it's just up to Vala and Thorin, and I think we're not going to be able to win because they have the Damien. So it would have been better if we ran, instead of Odie, ran Damien, for example. Then Vala could clean everything up at the end. But because they have the like they're 3v2 against us right now, it isn't going to be enough. We have no heal, we have no sustain. It's really close though. Definitely if we had the Damien in here instead of Odie, we would get the win. Oh, Vala does survive. We're actually going to win. But this is way too close. I think we're gonna win. We need to kill a Damien. Vala kill a Damien. And Vala needs to get enough sustain. Yeah, perfect. So that the next cast of the paper airplane will not kill the Vala. And now needs to kill the Thorin. Nice. We get the win. But the Sylvina was kind of ineffective there. She was needed, because otherwise we wouldn't kill the Haywin in time. And then we would have probably lost. But then she just stood there because she was stuck. She couldn't go anywhere. She couldn't attack anyone else. So really, you should not be running this team into that, but it's just fun to see. Alright guys, let's try attacking Bananen, rank 10 player. So against this, we'll want to go for Vala and Sylvina, both onto Prissa. And we'll want to go for Ludovic, because then we have the factional synergy for the healing. And then I think for another... Either we can go for Shakir. Shakir would be pretty safe. I think Shakir is good here, because what's going to happen, Vala and Sylvina are going to be in the back line. Shakir will run up here, and hopefully he'll be buffing them with his Lupine's aura. So Shakir does well in Vala and Sylvina teams, because he's going to be buffing not only your frontline tank, but also... The thing is, Rainier has knockups for sure. Rainier can remove certain enemies from the battlefield if we have an advantage. And Carolina deals a lot of damage, and she's not easy to be targeted from this position. I just am curious, is there any... There's no way to even hit the Vala, but either way, we want to get the Prissa first. She's the easiest target. Have both Vala and Sylvina on her. And Ludovic? I don't know, Ludovic can maybe be in this position. I like Ludovic as far away as possible from the Carolina, because I don't want him taking splash damage from the Carolina. So Vala and Sylvina, off on the Prissa in the back. And gets a kill onto Prissa, and Sylvina's going to move on to the Rowan, which is good. Thorin is surviving while Shakir is perfectly healthy and already 2 kills down. Going for the Granny now. Shakir gets the ultimate cast, and huge value healing from Ludovic, because all grouped up allied team there. Carolina going for a burst damage, but not enough to kill the Sylvina. And Rainier is going to take one of our team off the battlefield, but we're going to clean it up. So I really like... Shakir is kind of an MVP in a lot of these teams. So I really recommend going for Shakir on your wish list and trying to build him up. Okay, we have Bananen again. We have Atlas. Did we already attack Atlas? Oh no, this was a similar type team. So we would bring Odie here, because Odie on the side over here. Begin attacking Iron first and go for like the standard Shakir type. And line up with Haywin. It's pretty safe to clear that. And yeah, rank 2 player, can we possibly attack him? Taylene, Scarlita, Vala. No, this is true. Like teams like this, I don't... Maybe there's a way that sometimes you could clear them, but on average, I think there's not even a team that would clear this 50% of the time, or even less, like even 40-30% of the time. I just can't see it, because there's so much kill threat here. We could, like, of course, Vala and Sylvina jump the Taylene in the back, but they have a Vala of their own. They have the Scarlita as well. It's just too many threats to deal with. Okay, so we've attacked the top 2. We're going to attack the rank 13 and see whether we can maybe use a Vala team here. So this is a standard Iron Nuke team. standard iron nuke, but there is a priority target here, the Carolina. So I'm still tempted to go for Sylvina Vala combo, and I think I am gonna do that. Do I want to run Shakira? Shakira does well into these crowd control teams, because there's a lot of wilders, and he can buff your team up. So I'm gonna run. I think I'm gonna run the same team and see how this works. Can we kill the Carolina? Sylvina on the Carolina. Vala has marked her. She's not getting any energy generation. Pretty safe and easy clear onto the Carolina. So this is the problem with the Iron Nuke team. If you're gonna run it, you have to position in a way that Sylvina and Vala cannot target your carries. Because if they can, even with the Thorn Soul Pack, it's not enough. Vala and Sylvina are gonna burst through that with no issue. Like, this was an easy clear, although this was a rank 13 player. Yeah, I want to figure out how do we beat that Graveborn Stall team, because, right, and either way, you guys can run this team. I think this is a very viable team to run. Ludovic, Viperion, people were saying in my guild chat when Ludovic first came out, it seems really strong with Viperion. And in this team, it definitely was. And here, it's just like, you can get at the targets you want. It's a really effective team. Because Viperion is just completely safe. Let's read his skills again. Burns HP and sends Dark Vipers to possess enemies, dealing massive damage, like at the cost of his HP, and he keeps getting sustained by Ludovic. Viperion drains HP from the healthiest enemy, launches tearing bite periodically to deal damage, increase haste, burn HP to deal massive damage to all enemies when having a higher HP portion. He is unaffected during the skill casting. So this is the thing about Viperion, and if he has a high health, he's just going to get a lot of value, and Ludovic keeps him topped off. So that's really the thing. I don't even think I want to run Odie, because they're going to have Doran running into the front line. I'm not definitely running Vala and Sylvina. I think I might just run the standard Iron Nuke team. And we'll just try to position it. Because other than this, what can we do? Like, Odie just, I mean, I think we're just going to get burst over time by the Viperion. He's dealing pretty massive damage. We need to kill him quickly. We could even mirror match it, but our Viperion is less invested. And also the problem is, I don't know what else we would run, like Coco and Tanja? I don't think so. I think we'll go for the Iron Nuke. We need to somehow get enough damage. And also I think the idea here is we could bring like the team grouped up in a weird way so that Ludovic begins moving his Everbloom field onto this middle portion, and then Viperion is not going to be healed up by it. That's kind of what I want to do as well by displacing the enemies. So we have two options here. Either we can go for Thorin. I think I want to go Thorin protecting Iron, because Iron's going to be in the front taking the damage reflect. I do want to protect our backline, but hopefully the Damien healing should be enough for our backline. And yeah, we're going to have Arden with the Enlightening spell in the back. It's either something like this or something like this. I don't know which is honestly best, but I'm gonna try this. And I want the enemies to run up at me as much as they can. So I'm positioning as far back as I can. Oh, we could even position further back like this. That way, they're gonna be like I want the team more spread out so that Viperion can't get healed by the Everbloom field. That's basically my idea. Okay guys, wish us luck. This is our final attempt. This is our final attack. I've already wasted a lot of his diamonds, so here we go. Crowd control from Iron. They're really spaced apart, which is what I like to see. Arden is not getting controlled in the back. We have the AoE damage. Arden ultimate going off. Hitting the Viperion. We need the Carolina to couple with it. We need the Viperion kill. We got it, yeah. So I guess against this Stroll team, there is definitely a counter. And it is AoE damage to hit the Viperion, and also positioning in a way. Whoa, look at that damage effect from Thorin, almost sending all of our heroes to the grave, but not enough. Yeah, so you want to bring them up towards you so that Everbloom field can't be healing their entire grouped up team, because Ludovic gets so much value when his team is all grouped up and they're all on the Everbloom field. Like Shakira. Shakira gets a lot of value when the whole team is grouped up around his Lupine's aura. But if they're all spread out, the heroes have a lot less effectiveness. Anyway guys, that was a fun showcase of a lot of arena offenses. I had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Supreme Arena, I won't do attacks because it takes kind of a while, and we've already talked about Supreme Arena defense. So before we end the video, we're just going to do a wish list, and we're going to first of all have to take a look at his heroes. How close is he to Paragon. He needs 5 more Supreme Plus heroes, and currently he's working on Floribel. Yeah, 1 more away from Supreme Plus on Floribel, which definitely he should try to get. Igor you should get from the arena shop to Supreme Plus, so I'm not going to put Igor on your wish list because we're going to put the other priorities like Thorin, Carolina for your Paragons. Your Kruger, Parissa, Lucius are kind of far behind, to be honest, from getting to Supreme Plus, but eventually they will get there. So I would probably put... How many copies do you have? Definitely I like Lucius, getting him to Supreme Plus, even Kruger for your Dream Realm. So I'd keep Kruger and Lucius on your Dream Realm, or your wish list. Also Parissa. Keep Floribel on the wish list. Get Igor to Supreme Plus by buying copies from the arena shop, and then you're done. You'll have the 25 heroes at Supreme Plus for Paragon. You need to keep Elsa and Temesia on your wish list because those are key heroes. Temesia for Dream Realm and Elsa for the crowd control team. And Almas I really think you should keep on your wish list as well. I do like the idea behind going for Damien for your... for Paragon, but I think going for Almas for Supreme Plus will be more impactful than just getting Damien to Paragon. And especially with the new season, I think Almas will be added to the Dream Realm store, so you'll be able to pick up more copies from there too. So that's that. As for your Celestial Hypogean, yeah, SCARLITA is who you should be targeting if you want to work on something right now, or you can save for the future. Okay, so I have a pretty good idea. Now, and I'm going to optimize your wish list the way I'm going to do it as well, which is that I'm not going to put heroes which are purchasable from the arena store on your wish list. You can buy them from the arena store over time. So Igor should not be here because you can buy him from the arena store. We're now going to begin Paragons. The most important Paragon to get is Thorin. Thorin is the hero which is the top of PvP as a tank, and so he needs to be here. Brutus is from the arena shop. We're not going to put him here. Next most important hero for Paragon is going to be Iron. Thorin, Iron are the top 2 PvP heroes out of the S-level hero options we have, and that's why they should be on the wish list. And then the other ones, yeah, you need Temesia, Elsa to Supreme Plus, you need Floribel to Supreme Plus, keep them here. When Floribel is done to Supreme Plus, then you need to decide who should be your next Paragon. It can be Vala, Carolina, Shakir, because all of these are not purchasable from the arena store, all are very good in PvP. If I had to choose one, I would choose Shakir, because Shakir is just really a safe option. Like, I will always be running him on one of my Supreme Arena defenses. Vala, I mean sometimes, and Carolina sometimes, but I can see places where they wouldn't be used. But Shakir is like, he's so good because of his Dupline Zora. So this is what I would set your epic recruitment wish list to. Your stargazing should be SCARLITA. And then we'll take a look at your regular hero wish list, which I'll leave Parissa on it for now. Even though, yeah, Parissa for battle drills, getting her to Supreme Plus will be good. And also you need it for Paragon, to get Paragon pretty quickly. So I'm fine with that, but I would leave Almas on there as well. Okay, you're not even going for Parissa? Okay, I'm fine with your option to do this, and actually maybe this is even what I would do. Give up on Parissa, because you have other heroes you're gonna get to Supreme Plus, like Elsa, Brutus buying from the arena shop, and then you have the Kruger and the Lucius here, good. And then you're looking for Paragon for Marilee, Odie, Damien, Sylvina, really important to get these heroes to Paragon. And yeah, you're gonna get another A-level hero to Supreme Plus. Okay, so overall, I love your A-level wish list. I think this is the optimal lineup. Keep Almas here, he's a key hero. And give up on Parissa, she's only really important in battle drills. And there's so many key wild heroes, even Damien. But Damien is more important to Paragon than Arden, in my opinion. He is one of the top heroes, and Arden is only, like, he's a damage dealer. And he's good in Paragon, but I like Damien as well for Paragon. But I can understand, like, the Paragon stats you gain, the rivalry stats are a bit more effective on Arden, like increased energy regeneration and damage dealt and reduced damage taken. Chariot, I mean, to Damien's Chariot, I don't know how that actually applies, but I don't know. Okay, I'm fine with Arden or Damien, either one, it's up to you. And I'm even honestly fine with Parissa if you just want to have another way of getting your 25th Supreme Plus hero a little bit quicker. So maybe I'll just even keep Parissa here right now, because for battle drills she's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I'm giving up on Paragon here. It's up to you which one you want to choose. I would go for Damien because he's better on defense, and that's why, like, I've gone for him on Paragon. And I'm trying to get him to Paragon 2 ASAP, because he's my non-seasonal defense and Arden is not used there, but you're using, I think, Arden on both right now, so on your non-seasonal defense, so you can put Arden here. It's up to you, but I think this is really good as well. This should allow you to unlock Paragon as soon as possible because you have 3 of the A-level heroes which need, or getting close to Supreme Plus on here. Igor we have to remove, we have to go for Carolina, and you have to buy Igor from the arena shop. Floribel when she's done, then you can decide to go for Granny Haywin if you want. They're a little bit more important than Floribel, but if you want to be completely optimal, keep Floribel here because she is not purchasable in the arena store, whereas Granny and Haywin are, so over time you're going to get them to Paragon. Yeah, here you have to put Shakir to get him to Paragon. Give up on Reese. Reese is not such a key hero, and you're far away from getting him to Supreme Plus, so don't even bother with him. And yeah, Valatimisia, awesome. So this is, in my opinion, the wish list, which I would recommend. And the only thing debatable is swapping Prissa for Paragon priority on Arden or Damien, and it honestly is up to you. Whichever one you feel like going for, you can go for it, or you can keep Prissa here. This is like... it comes up to preference at this point. I don't think there's an optimal choice for this slot. But for the other ones, I think these are the optimal. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you thought. If you want to join my AFK Journey Discord, we have like arena tips, labyrinth, honor duel, and we share like formations, attacks. The link will be in the description of this video, and if you want me to do a review or like arena attacks on your account, you can just message me on Discord. My ID is in the description of this video as well, or I'm in my Discord. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next video, everyone, peace out for now.